So to start things off, I wanted to do something very special and something I've been wanting to sing for a long time. So, if you guys know the lyrics, please join along. He's got the whole world in
In
his
his
hands.
hands, he's got the whole wide world.
In
In
his
his
hands.
hands, he's
About
got the
freaking
whole
time!
world. Yes.
Oh, I'm so happy. Welcome, everybody, to my Elimination Chamber reviews. I'm joined by the one and only Mr. Tiny Tim himself. And oh, we got lots to cover. So introduce yourselves, Tiny Tim, and then let's get into the review.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your really Tiny Tim here, hanging with my man LC. We have Gary and Romy joining us, but after the Royal Crumble, which I like to call it, that was pretty much the straw that broke their backs. So they decided not to do any more until WrestleMania. But hey, I just want to send a shout out to Romy and Gary. We love you guys. We still love you. But hey, don't blame you guys for how you feel. I mean, I've been feeling the same way for the longest time, too. Kevin Dumbass and Vince McShitnuggets, they have no idea of how to run things. But after what I've seen tonight, I'd say this is pretty darn good. This makes up for the Royal Crumble.
Oh,
definitely think so.
Absolutely, dude. This has probably been one of the best shows WWE has done in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while.
When was the last good one? Like the last main good pay-per-view. Like this. Okay, I'm gonna say this too. It's the first good brand since the brand split. This is the first good pay-per-view from the brand split. Like you guys, you had Backlash, which was alright. You had TLC, which really wasn't that good. This has been the first pay-per-view from the brand split to be like, yeah, this is really good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I do have some things to talk about later. We'll get into the main Elimination Chamber match in a little bit, but I'm going to start things off by going over the entire card from what happened at the beginning. Starting out, you had the pre-show match. Did you watch this match, Tiny Tim, or no?
No, I did not. I saw that. I think it was Kurt Hawkins versus Mojo Rawley.
I did see the end of it, but from what I heard, it really wasn't anything special. I only saw the last couple of minutes of the match, and I think Mojo Rawley ended up winning the match. Let me look up Elimination Chamber results.
I think you did. I caught the very end of it, and Mojo did win the match. So
yep,
so
Mojo
it's good
Rawley
for him,
did.
though.
He did end up winning. I just want to check the time. So give me a second. I gotta find Wikipedia real quick because I'll have the details of the times of the matches too. So
right.
Mojo Rawley ended up winning. I really didn't see much of the match, so I can't give it a full rating. So yeah, that's pretty much the main thoughts of the Kurt Hawkins match. My main thing with the preview is I really wasn't interested in this match at all because, yeah, it was like Kurt Hawkins really is just a waste of space at this point. He really isn't doing much. And Mojo Rawley's there, but where's Zack Ryder? I don't know. But, yeah, that's my thoughts. So, next up is definitely one of the good women's matches of probably there's two good women's matches. This is the first one. Becky Lynch versus Mickie James.
Yeah, Becky Lynch, Mickie James, I like this match. Mickie James obviously still has it. I mean, yeah, it's been 7 years, but she still's got it. I mean, she can still compete. I haven't seen much wrestlers who are out of the business for that long, and then they come back and they perform the way like she has. I'm actually very impressed with her. And as far as the match is concerned, it was a great match. Becky Lynch won. My girl, Mad Max Fury.
That's right.
That's right. As far as the score, I'd say it was a pretty average match. Pretty average score. I have to give it 2.5. I wasn't totally enamored by the match, but it was great to see Becky get the win, and hopefully Becky can possibly get back in a championship title hunt. So I give this match 2.5.
All right, I really dug this match, and I really am liking what they're doing with Mickie James. I am really liking what they're doing because you have Mickie James going against top young talent. You had her going against Asuka and all NXT Toronto, which was a pretty good match. I will give them that. She definitely had a great match at NXT Toronto, and she has another very good performance here. She does a very good job with Becky Lynch, and she put Becky Lynch over, which was awesome. I was very happy to see that. Very happy to see her get put over Becky Lynch because I think mainly what her character is going to be doing is she's going to be the heel. She's going to be like a psycho heel a little bit, but she's going to put over young talent, which I absolutely love that idea from WWE's booking. Like having her put over young talent like Asuka, and now you put over Becky Lynch. I really do like that idea. What they're going to do in the future for the Women's Championship match, we'll get into because I wasn't expecting what happened tonight to happen. So with the Becky Lynch winning, I was very surprised. Overall, though, I'll give this match a 3 out of 5, though. I think it was a pretty good match. And I definitely really liked it because it's definitely better than some of the Raw women's matches they've been having because I'm going to say this. SmackDown has the better women's roster than Raw. I will say that. I think with Raw, you only have Charlotte, Bayley, and maybe Nia Jax. You have the SmackDown's women's division is really unpredictable and has very good players in that division. So that being said, though, I really liked the match. 3 out of 5. Next up was the. I'm trying to find. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay. Next up, this was the handicap match. Apollo Crews and Kalisto versus Dolph Ziggler. I'll go on first on this one. This was kind of an alright match. I do like that Dolph put over Apollo Crews, and I did predict that was going to happen because I really think it was a good idea to put over Apollo Crews. But Dolph Ziggler, though, I do like his heel turn a little bit, but he went a little bit overboard with his heel turn, but overall, though, it wasn't a bad match. Kalisto did a good job, too. I really liked the spot at the end where Dolph Ziggler doesn't have an idea what the tag was. He thought Kalisto was legal, but Kalisto hits him. Then Apollo Crews with that diving powerbomb to get the win. I really liked that. So I'll give this match a 2.5 out of 5 just because of the finish. I really do like Apollo Crews going over.
Well, that was a pretty good match. I gave it a little higher score. I gave it a 3.0. Obviously, Dolph Ziggler didn't want a 2-on-1 handicap match, so I can see why he attacked Kalisto right after he entered onto the stage. And I can see why that happened, but it was a great match. I mean, even if it was just going to be Dolph Ziggler versus Apollo Crews, it would have been a great match, and it was. And then, I mean, you got to admire the fighting spirit of Kalisto. I mean, this guy, he was hurt, he was beaten, he was bruised, but he wanted to get back in that ring and get the job done. And, very good. I'm not really crazy about the heel turn that Ziggler's doing right now. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I'm just not buying it. And of course, now he's becoming the chairman of the WWE, so to speak. And I don't know how long Apollo Crews is going to be out. I mean, I love this guy when he was in NXT. He just run rampant all over NXT. He comes to WWE. I just wish he could get booked a little bit better. But as I said, it was a very good match. 3 out of 5.
I will agree with you. Apollo Crews needs to get booked better. And getting him a push here really is a good thing because he gets a pin, and I want to see him compete for the Intercontinental title against Dean Ambrose at some point because what I've been hearing, though, and I really don't want this to happen, I've been hearing for a triple threat Intercontinental Championship match as the pre-show. I really hope it doesn't happen, but we'll see what happens because we'll get into Dean Ambrose's situation a little later in the show. I really do happy about Apollo Crews. Kalisto definitely did a good job too, but overall though, pretty much a good decent match overall. Like a 2.5 I gave it. So next up is an iffy match. Probably it's my second worst match of the night in my opinion because I think the other matches were a bit better. And this is the Tag Team Turmoil Championship match.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you go first on this one because there's a lot to cover with this.
Yeah, you can probably cover it better than I can. Yeah, it was definitely turmoil, all right. So great to see my boys, American Alpha, retain their championships. I mean, after they eliminated the Usos, but the Usos did not go quietly. I mean, they sure as hell did not go quietly. They almost incapacitated Alpha. But then somehow Alpha comes back and gets a pin on the Ascension to actually win the match. It was pretty good. I have to give this match a 4.
Really?
I was going to go higher, but I'd go 4 because I just love to see American Alpha get back in this thing. They did. They got the victory. And I would like to see another match between American Alpha and the Usos. I mean, that's just my opinion.
I will agree with you. The SmackDown Tag Team, that is probably going to be the best matchup for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. It is American Alpha versus the Usos. The problem with me for the match was the beginning was a little ridiculous with Heath Slater and Rhino versus Breezango because if you do not know, Breezango was in my worst match of the year last year, Breezango versus the Golden Truth. And they were stupid throughout the entire match. It was completely dumb. I was so happy when Rhino gored Fandango. I was like, yes, get him! Get the fucking Fandango out of here. Dude, I hate it. I'm not a fan of Fandango at all, or Tyler Breeze, or what they did. That gimmick is terrible. They eliminated them. Then you had the next tag team come out, which was the Vaudevillains, which, why? I really am not a fan of what they're doing with the Vaudevillains, even though they're a decent tag team. They are not doing any. Their booking is terrible, and they really didn't do much whatsoever. Then you had the Usos come out and be pretty good. Like right when the Usos came in, the match got a lot better. But overall, though, I didn't think it was a problem. I don't think it's the second worst match, but I didn't think it was an amazing a 4, but I still give it around a 3. I think I will I'll bump it up a little bit. I'm gonna give it a 3 though. I think it's a 3 mainly because the beginning of the match hurts it a lot with Breezango, and the Vaudevillains really do not provide the match anything really special. But I do like the American Alpha coming back and getting the win. That was really special, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, it definitely was. I mean, I love those guys again, they started in NXT. They were NXT Tag Team Champions. Now they're SmackDown Tag Team Champions. I love the way they're being booked. I just wish that a lot of the other the former NXT stars would get booked a little better. I mean, there's just too many to name right now. But American Alpha Tag Team Champions once again. It'll be interesting to see what kind of match they get at WrestleMania.
Absolutely. I like to see the Usos versus the American Alpha. That probably is going to be the best match in my opinion, but we'll see what happens though.
Yeah, but I'll just say one thing: Breezango is just a total fucking joke.
It is. Oh my god, I hate Breezango with a passion. I cannot stand their gimmick whatsoever.
They look like a couple of Village People rejects.
They do a little bit. It's like, and then especially like Fandango front his mind. I'm just like, why? Yeah. Just why? Why is he throwing like pieces of paper to say "ill" on it? I'm like, what the fuck was the point of that? Yeah, it's stupid. But yeah, next up is my worst of the match of the night.
Don't even get me started on this one.
Nikki Bella versus Natalya. Oh my god. This match was dog shit. Oh my god. I'm going to let you go first on this one because I have a lot to say on this match.
I thought it was going to be a very good one. Until the way that it ended, it just pissed me off royally. I just wanted to see a winner out of this match here, and they were fighting outside the ring, which I like, but I mean, you gotta get back in for a 10 count. And then the referee kept counting. I was like, no, don't do it. Don't get counted out. I want to see it finish. Don't get counted out. Oh, fuck, I got counted out. And, oh, I was angry. And this is all on Daniel Bryan. I mean, as much as I like the guys, as much as I like him being general manager of SmackDown, he should have got out there and, restarted the match, make it like a no count-out rule or no disqualification rule, because I wanted to see a definite winner, but unfortunately we didn't. So I don't know how much longer this thing between Natalya and Nikki is going to go on. Zero. This was a 0.
Oh, thank you. I got lots to say. Okay. This is probably worse, in my opinion, than the Charlotte-Natalya match. It was that bad. The shaky cam in this match was awful, especially in their backstage segments too. They were awful. Oh my god! Literally, like, it ended in a double countout, which is complete and utter dog shit. Not only that, you also had them fighting outside the freaking entrance, and you also had Maurice get covered in powder, and they literally had that out try to get her out of the match, pretty much, getting Maurice out of the literally nowhere. She was literally when they were fighting, they got all this white powder, and she's like, ah! But yeah, overall though, I cannot stand this match whatsoever. Pretty much, it was a boring match. It was boring. There really wasn't much going on. All Nikki Bella kept, not Nikki Bella. Natalya kept doing is, you can't see me, you can't see me, you can't see me. I'm like, do something original. Stop doing you can't see me, because I don't want to see that 10 times in a match. I really don't. It's stupid. I don't get how in the living hell you could do that in that kind of match. It's like, what in the fuck? This was a terrible match. The match literally made no sense. The ending was dog shit. And they continued it backstage, and there was no winner. You know what, Daniel Bryan, the person I would have think of, I was hoping Teddy Long would go up there. It's like, players, I can't have that match in like that. Restart the match. No count-out rules. We got to get ourselves a winner. Falls count anywhere. And it's like, that's why I wanted to see Teddy Long just bust out and do that. That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Overall, though, this match is a fucking 0. This is one of my worst matches. This is definitely... if it wasn't for AJ Styles, John Cena, this would be my worst match of the year. Because, oh boy, AJ Styles, John Cena was bad.
Right.
And for what I'm hearing, oh boy, I really don't like where that feud is going. We'll talk about that in a little bit, though. Next up is definitely a match that was a pretty good saving grace to that piss poor match. That terrible dog shit excuse of a match. Randy Orton versus Luke Harper.
Oh, yeah.
Here's my thing, though. I was completely surprised at how good Luke Harper was. I did not expect Luke Harper to really, I really didn't expect Harper to do as well as he did. He is athletic as hell, dude. I thought he was definitely better than Eric Rowan, and, dude, he proved himself why. He's definitely a legit threat. You don't know what's going to happen with Luke Harper. I really like what they did with Luke Harper tonight against Randy Orton. It was a pretty good match. Overall, though, it definitely was one of those matches you want to see. I definitely think it was definitely a better match than previous. I think the previous SmackDown match I saw of them, it was definitely a lot better. Randy Orton definitely looked like he could have lost at times, which was really good. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this match. I'm going to give it a 3.5. I'm going to give it a 3.5 because Luke Harper completely took me out of nowhere. Randy Orton was still his badass self. But yeah, that's pretty much what I thought, though. I really think Luke Harper was the MVP of the match. He did a great job.
Agreed. I agree with everything you say. I give this match a 4 out of 5. I mean, yeah, Luke Harper, he amazed me. I'm sure he amazed the entire crowd there in Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, Randy Orton came out the winner. I kind of figured he would be. But once again, I give it to Luke Harper in this match because he really got out there and he really did a good job. And I am willing to make a bet. I'm not really making a bet, but make a prediction. I'm going to predict that in Orlando, I can't remember if it's late March or early April. When it is,
it's early April. April 2nd, I think it is.
April 2nd. Mark my words. At Orlando, you will see Luke Harper versus Bray Wyatt. Oh, wait. I can't really make that match yet because, well, we still have to talk about that one match that Bray Wyatt was in that's coming up later. But wouldn't it be something?
I would be something. I will give you I will say this though. The one thing is, Randy Orton is guaranteed a shot at WrestleMania, at least at some point. Right. I think he is guaranteed a shot. I'd love to see a triple threat match, honestly, but we'll get into that in a little bit. We'll get into more WrestleMania predictions for SmackDown, since SmackDown is pretty much done until WrestleMania. So, next up is the Women's Championship match, which was completely my surprise match of the night because I did not expect Naomi to win. Give your thoughts real quick, though, and I'll get into my thoughts on this match.
Not really much to say here. I was too surprised with the outcome of this match. Naomi winning the championship. But unfortunately, in my opinion, this title reign is probably not going to last. Maybe a couple weeks, or maybe even the next rematch, because of course Alexa Bliss is going to invoke a rematch clause pretty soon. So they'll have a rematch. I'm sure that Alexa Bliss will win it back, and then maybe at Mania, Naomi will have a title rematch against Alexa Bliss. That's the way I see it. But this was an okay match. Congratulations to Naomi. She probably won't hold the title much, but as far as the match goes, I give this one a 3.5 out of 5.
3.5 out of 5. I like that. This match, I will say, is definitely way better than the freaking the worst match of the night. But Alexa Bliss was definitely a good match. There was definitely some good spots, and I really do like Alexa Bliss's character being like the Psycho Harley Quinn kind of character. So I really do like that character a little bit. She did a pretty good job playing the heel very well. She did a lot of dirty moves, which is definitely how she became a champion. I do like that about her, that she is definitely an opportunistic heel champion, which I do like. Naomi winning was a complete and utter surprise, but I really think this is going to be a good I really thought it was a good match for what it was. I don't think it was a 3.5, but I give it a 3 out of 5, though. I do think a 3 out of 5 is good. I think this was definitely announced as definitely a great performance by Naomi. She did a great job winning the title for the first time, which is awesome. And she is from Orlando, so being able to hold the championship high in Orlando would be pretty awesome, but we'll get into that later when we do our predictions for WrestleMania. So next up, oh boy, this is the match of the night by far.
Oh yes. I
love this match. I loved everything about this match. Almost everything about this match. There was one thing I didn't like, which I'll get into a little bit, but actually, yeah, I'll do my predictions first, then I'll let you do yours for this last match. So this definitely started out really well. AJ Styles versus John Cena. This is kind of one of the problems I did have, was it kind of was the same amount, a little bit of the same amount of stuff from previous John Cena and AJ Styles matches, except the Sunset Firebomb was pretty interesting. It definitely was a little bit better than the one they did at Royal Rumble. I think it was a little bit better, like because of how the move was placed when John Cena hit that sunset flip powerbomb onto Styles. That was a lot better timed than it was at Royal Rumble. Then number 3 came out, and it was Dean, the Titty Master Ambrose, who came in and did some great spots. I absolutely really liked how he played this match. Number 4, Bray Wyatt. He was an outstanding force from beginning to end. And you also had Baron Corbin come in at number 5, and I was surprised at how Baron Corbin got eliminated so quickly. It kind of upset me, but I can understand why they did that. So I can understand why they did what they wanted to do for him. You have Baron Corbin come in, and then you have the Jizz come out of nowhere and literally try and get the pin over Dean Ambrose after Baron Corbin completely destroys Dean Ambrose after Dean Ambrose gets the surprising pin over Baron Corbin. Then you have Baron Corbin completely destroying Dean Ambrose going into later on the match. Then you had Dean Ambrose getting pinned by the Jizz, unfortunately. Oh,
Yeah.
The good thing about this match was the Miz didn't really stay in that long because a little bit after he pinned Dean Ambrose, Cena hit the apple juice adjustment, like I like to call it, the apple juice adjustment. And he hit the 1, 2, 3, which I knew was going to happen, and the Jizz was eliminated. Then you had the final 3 of AJ Styles, John Cena, Fuckboy Buckethead, and Bray Wyatt. And this is where the match turned into a phenomenal classic. Like these 3 in the ring playing off how well of each other, especially John Cena putting over fucking Bray Wyatt for the first literally he put over Bray Wyatt, which I'm like, holy shit. He hit this I thought Cena was like, oh no, Cena's gonna hit the apple juice adjustment. But then Bray countered, hit the Sister Abigail, boom, 1, 2, 3. Cena was out. And everybody lost their fucking minds. Oh, one funny thing I was gonna say, during the live broadcast when Cena was on the top of the chamber door, a fan yells, "Go kill yourself, Cena!" I was dying.
Oh my lord. I didn't notice that.
Oh, go kill yourself, Cena! I was fucking dying. As literally, you could barely hear it in the background. Oh my god! They also booed. Like they tried to mute the booing for John Cena, which was ridiculous. But
Of course, I always do that.
John Cena getting pinned. Everyone lost their fucking minds when that happened. Then you also had AJ Styles and Bray Wyatt have a great mini match inside the Elimination Chamber, and then Bray Wyatt, AJ Styles looked like he could have won the match with the phenomenal form, and then Bray Wyatt comes out of nowhere, Sister Abigail's 1, 2, 3, and Bray Wyatt is the new WWE champion. And oh my god, it is a long time coming, but dude, it was well worth seeing Bray Wyatt win it. And no, there were people saying he's gonna be a transitional champion. I say bullshit. I think Bray Wyatt is gonna go into WrestleMania, and I think he'll win. But we'll get in that. But overall, I love this match, except for the beginning of John Cena and AJ Styles being kind of the same old shit from Royal Rumble. 4.75 out of 5. My match of the night.
I gave it the exact same score you did, 4.75 out of 5.
Nice.
Yes. I mean, just hearing the crowd go nuts whenever John Cena was eliminated, man, that was crazy. And when Baron Corbin just single-handedly manhandled Dean Ambrose after he was pinned and just threw him right through the pod. Now, I think they used to use glass, but I think that was plexiglass walls that they put on those pods.
They did put plexiglass walls. They did put plexiglass because it used to be glass. When it was in 2003, Goldberg was in it, and he smashed people through actual glass.
Yeah, and I remember when Triple H was about to come out, and Shawn Michaels was standing there. He was saying, "Come on!" Triple H was just standing there, and Shawn just gave that pod some sweet chin music. If you remember that.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, that was sweet. I mean, I wish they would use the glass again. I mean, it makes it more real. It makes it more, but the PG shit, Kevin and Vince, dumb and dumber, Tweedledum and Tweedledummer.
Yeah.
But anyway, big props to Bray Wyatt. I mean, we all said last year that somehow he was going to win a championship, and he finally has. And then at the very end, he's facing Randy Orton, who won the Royal Rumble. But of course, as Daniel Bryan said on Talking Smack, we got 7 more weeks to go until the big show in Orlando. But once again, this was an awesome match. Bray Wyatt champion, 4.7 out of 5. This was my match of the night. Congratulations to the Eater of Worlds. He got the whole world in his hands.
Yeah. I love it. Mr. Jerome. Sorry, but Mr. Jerome messaged me literally after I told him about Bray Wyatt winning, and he said this. Then what was the motherfucking point of Cena getting the belt to Rumble? Seriously, fuck WWE. And then he goes, so he can bury Styles, tie the record, and then leave again. And he goes, I'm sorry, Lucas, but I'm fucking done with the WWE. They show their true colors. It's just sad and pathetic. Why couldn't AJ drop it to Bray instead? Here's my problem with I will give him this. He is completely right. There is no way that John Cena should have won against AJ Styles. That's what pretty much put the match where it was in the Royal Rumble. That's what had that epic rant. And like it or not, unfortunately, John Cena they're trying to, before John Cena retires, they're going to give him the 17th world title. They're eventually going to do it, which sucks. It's probably going to happen within a couple of years, but it's going to happen, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. This was also John Cena's worst reign as champion, only lasting 14 days, which is utter bullshit. And it only lasted 14 days, and John Cena winning John Cena winning against AJ Styles had absolutely no point to it. But I think is going to happen at WrestleMania. This is going to get into my predictions. I think is really going to happen at WrestleMania, and I really hope to God it doesn't. But from what I've been hearing at booking, I've been hearing it's going to happen. AJ Styles versus Cena 3, where Styles gets put over. Honestly, I would like to see Styles get put over. I like the result, but I don't want to see the same old shit that I saw the past 2 matches. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's the same shit they want to give us over and over.
It's ridiculous because AJ Styles definitely deserves better. I definitely think he definitely deserves another chance at the WWE title, which I think will happen later on the line at Extreme Rules. So I think Bray Wyatt will probably get probably face Dean Ambrose to start out, then build a feud with AJ Styles. Like from what I've been hearing, like later in the road, if Bray Wyatt wins at WrestleMania. But right now, my main predictions for SmackDown's part on WrestleMania are as follows. For the Intercontinental Championship, I think it will be The Miz, Dean Ambrose, and Baron Corbin. Not The Miz, sorry. Not The Miz, but Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. For the SmackDown Women's Championship, it'll be Naomi versus Becky Lynch versus Mickie James versus Alexa Bliss. Fatal 4-way. I think it'll be a 4-way match for the Women's Championship. SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. American Alpha versus the Usos. That's probably the one a little bit easy to really predict. And then finally, my prediction for the WWE, the main event, the WWE Championship match, which probably If WWE does this, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I'm gonna really be fucking pissed if this happens. They're gonna put the Universal Championship match as the last match before. Like, they're not even gonna put the WWE Championship match as one of the last couple matches. They're probably gonna put the WWE Championship match on as the third match before. They're gonna probably put my prediction: Luke Harper, Bray Wyatt, and Randy Orton for the title versus, and then they're gonna put, from what I've been hearing, and this is gonna fucking literally I'm gonna lose my mind if this happens. If this happens, it's gonna be Reigns versus Undertaker, which I hope the fucking God it doesn't. And then what I've been hearing for the main event, and I am gonna be a little bit pissed if this happens because it's already gonna have WrestleMania. But if it happens for the fucking title, it's gonna piss off a lot of people. Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. If that happens as the main event, I am gonna be pretty pissed off because Goldberg and Brock Lesnar don't need it. I understand it's gonna be a match, but it doesn't need to be in the freaking main event for the championship. It really doesn't.
No,
because both of them are part timers. Goldberg will probably be done literally after this match, and then Brock Lesnar will continue to be there. So what is the fucking point? You need to keep the belt on Chris Jericho. Kevin Owens. You need to keep the belt on, but. Those are pretty much my main SmackDown predictions for WWE's WrestleMania. The other match I really hope to God doesn't happen, but I think will happen, is AJ Styles versus John Cena 3, where AJ Styles. I do like it where AJ's going to get put over, but I still don't want to see it happen because they're going to probably put Cena at WrestleMania, have him lose, and bye-bye for 4 to 5 months. He's not going to be on the roster.
Yeah.
But
that's going to be. What you just said for your predictions for WrestleMania, it does sound like stuff that we don't want to see, but it sounds like stuff that we will see because that's just the way they are.
It's Kevin Dumbass and Vince Russo.
Or Vince McMahon. Well. Hell, Vince Russo could be in there too because he's pretty much ruined almost every promotion that he's been involved in. Dumb fuck. Anyway, to put a bow on this one, my final score is 6.5 out of 10. Now, I would have scored it higher. But the one thing that really bothered me during this event was constantly going to the skybox section.
Oh,
Carmella and James Ellsworth. Once, all right. Twice, no, really. 3 times, enough already. What was that, 4 times they... what was the deal? That just totally... It was stupid. It's just plain stupid, okay?
I will fucking agree.
Obviously, they didn't want to be bothered. So why do we want to bother them? It's almost like trying to get a straight answer from Greg Popovich.
That is right.
I'm sorry. He is one of the greatest head coaches in NBA history, but he is the greatest head coach in NBA history that gives the worst interviews.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was like.
Exactly.
But other than that, I probably would have scored this event maybe a 7.75. But because of them always cutting up to James Ellsworth and Carmella, that just killed it for me right there. 6.5 out of 10. But overall, this was a great event.
Yeah, I will give you that. It definitely was better than a lot of things as well. So a lot of better than the past couple events. It definitely was better than the previous WWE WWE brand only pay-per-views. So with that being said, I got my final score for this.
Hold on, buddy. I got a phone call.
Okay.
Yellow. Hey, what's up? Leslie? Yeah. Excellent. Right. All right. Thanks a lot. All right.
Everything all good?
Sorry there. Am I on now? Okay. Sorry, buddy. I had to take a call from a boss. She's going to send me a phone number of someone that I want to call up to bring me a van, a new driver that we just hired.
Okay.
But basically, this was a great event, 6.5 out of 10, and I was actually surprised that this was a good event.
Same here.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to – hold on. I'm trying to think. So I'm going to add my scores up real quick. So for the Moser Raleigh, I did not have. So out of the 8 matches, I probably had a little bit of rating. So yeah, I'm going to agree with you on this one. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10 because I was going to give it a 7 and 7.5. I will give you that because the Carmella James Ellsworth things really ruined it. I don't know why James Ellsworth doesn't get the piece of shit kicked out of him again by Baron Corbin. I really hope that happens.
Yes.
Because he was stupid. All he was like, he's like, what she said, don't interrupt her. Peace out. It's like James Ellsworth, just please stop. Dude, you are horrible. No one really likes you. You're just a joke. Just stop. I don't see the appeal to you at all. But yeah, 6.5 out of 10. I was really impressed with this match. Definitely one of the better WWE pay-per-views I've seen in a long while. Yeah. And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight's Elimination Chamber 2017 reviews. Hopefully, I will be able to get you back on Tim for the Fastlane review and predictions, which will be, I think, March 4th and the 5th. From what I've been reading, March 4th and 5th for the pay-per-views for Fastlane. Right now, there's only 3 confirmed matches, which is Goldberg versus Kevin Owens for the title, Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns, and Jack Gallagher versus Neville for the Cruiserweight title. That's what I've been hearing right now. Probably add more matches on in a little bit. But with that being said, I'm going to sign off for the night, guys. Thank you, Tiny Tim, for joining me, and we'll see you guys next time. Say your final goodbyes, and we'll head out of here.
Yeah, thank you, LC, for having me here. Shout out to my boys, Romy and Gary. And I want to send a special shout out to Bruce Blitz. I just followed him on Twitter, and he just followed me. I got to catch up on this guy because this guy obviously knows his stuff. He knows what's going on in WWE, and he's got it right pretty much all the time. So thank you, Bruce Blitz. Thank you again, LC. We'll do this again. What is it? Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Yeah, the 5th of March. March 5th is Fastlane. So hopefully this year's Fastlane will be totally better than last year because last year was just a but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Thank you, LC.
You're welcome, guys. All right, guys. See you later and stay awesome. Have a great night.